Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure and comic review. Today, we're going to be looking at the McFarlane Page Punchers 3-inch scale Series 3. This consists of the Rebirth Batman, the Batman Beyond Batman, Flashpoint Aquaman, and Forever Evil Lex Luthor in Power Suit. I got these figures from the McFarlane toy store. Between the coupon code and the bundle discount, it was a pretty good price. I'm really only interested in the Batman comic and figures, but the bundle deal was such a good deal, I decided to get that instead. So let's check out the packaging. Here is Batman from the Rebirth comics. Includes an English comic book. I believe this is Batman Rebirth number 1. DC Batman Page Punchers. Here he is, Rebirth Batman. On the back side, DC. Here's his barcode. Next, we have the Batman Beyond Batman. This is from Batman Beyond Neo Year number 1. Here's Batman Beyond. Backside, here's his barcode. Next, we have Aquaman from Flashpoint. Not sure which number this is. Once I get it open, I'll be able to see a little better. It looks very similar to the larger McFarlane DC Multiverse version, which I hate that head sculpt, but here it is again. Down to the back, here's his barcode. And finally, we have Lex Luthor in his power suit, traditional green power suit, Forever Evil number 1, part of the New 52. And here's Luthor's barcode. So no further ado, let's open them up. And I did end up getting 2 sets of this bundle. One to keep unopened, and then one to open up, both the figure and the comic. Funny thing is, the second Batman they sent me has Batman upside down. This is definitely the one I'm going to open, as it looks quite inferior in the package. Alright, now that these figures and comics out of the package, here they are laid out in front of you. In this video, we're going to take a look at each of the figures and each of the comics. We'll check out the 7-inch scale McFarlane DC Multiverse counterparts of each of the figures. We'll check out these reprint comics and the original ones I have in my collection. So, let's start off with the Rebirth Batman. So let's take a look at the Rebirth Batman and a copy of Batman number 1 from the Rebirth comics. So Batman here. It's a smaller 3-inch figure. He's in the Rebirth costume. You can see the Bat logo on his chest. He's got purple on the inside of the cape, black on the outside. These figures are very basic in their articulation and small. Head can rotate from side to side. Shoulders on a ball joint. They go out about that far, forward and back. He does have a waist swivel, and then his legs go forward and back. That's about it. Nice little novelty item. And here's a look at Batman number 1 from the Rebirth comics. When you hear Batman number 1, it sounds kind of impressive, but there have been plenty of Batman number 1s. Original Batman number 1 was in 1940, then they had the New 52 version where they rebooted the series, Batman number 1, and then Rebirth did it yet again, Batman number 1. This is the Rebirth logo for Batman. The font very specific. DC Rebirth number 1. Batman holding a batarang. Backside, symbol says DC. I notice in the description here, it does say Batman number 1, McFarlane Special Edition. And here's my original first print of Batman number 1 from the Rebirth comics. The covers are identical. There are no differences except the original one here has a barcode at the bottom. On the McFarlane edition, the barcode is on the plastic packaging, and the comic doesn't have that. I do have a ton of cover variations of Batman number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cover variations, and even the director's cut. Now, we're going to add this McFarlane Special Edition to the mix. And here is McFarlane's DC Multiverse 7-inch scale Rebirth Batman, with the 3-inch one in front, and the copy of Batman number 1 from the Rebirth era in the background. Now let's check out the Batman Beyond Batman and the copy of Batman Beyond, Neo Year #1. Everybody's favorite Batman Beyond Batman. He's in the black flight suit, large red bat emblem on the chest, belt. It all looks very familiar from the cartoon, although this version is from the comics. He's got his gliding wings. You can see mine has a little bit of black paint on it. His articulation should be the same as Batman. The wings themselves do not move. Head rotates around. Shoulders, ball joint. Waist swivel. Then the legs, they go forward and back. And here's a look at McFarlane's copy of Batman Beyond, Neo Year #1. There have been a ton of different Batman Beyond comic series, and this is one of the more recent ones. It was from last year, 2022. Batman Beyond, Neo Year #1. Batman Beyond from the comics looks very similar to the cartoon, but a little bit darker, more serious. Back size is DC. And here's my original copy of Batman Beyond, Neo Year #1. The exact same cover, except this one has the barcode, where the other one did not. Here's McFarlane's DC Multiverse's 7-inch scale Batman Beyond Batman, with a 3-inch version in front, and the copy of Batman Beyond Neo Year #1 in the back. Now let's take a look at the Flashpoint Aquaman, and McFarlane's copy of Flashpoint #3. So, this is the same Aquaman. It's Arthur Curry, but it's from a different multiverse. In this universe, the Atlanteans are fighting the Amazons, and men are stuck in the middle. He's got the same screaming head the McFarlane DC Multiverse version came with, and frankly, it looks hideous. Really dark green legs and gloves, red torso, and I think it's supposed to be yellow, but it's more or less an orange trident. The trident itself, probably stuck in the back, made of a very flimsy material. Same articulation, head rotates, ball joints in the shoulders, his waist, and then traditional style hips. Here's a copy of Flashpoint #3. Flashpoint #3, we have Aquaman on the front, same outfit, he's got that scar on his face. Backside says DC, once again like the others, no barcode. And here's my original copy of Flashpoint #3. Now, this is a different cover. Back then, I wasn't getting all the different cover variations, and I opted for this cover, as this one had Batman on it. Here's McFarlane DC Multiverse Flashpoint Aquaman, the 7-inch scale version. Then we have the 3-inch scale version below, and Flashpoint #3 behind them. And finally, here's a look at Lex Luthor in his power suit, and Forever Evil #1. Lex actually is probably the best feeling figure of the bunch. He's a little bit thicker, he's got the armored body, traditional iconic look, green power suit, purple highlights, bald head. Head, of course, can rotate, waist can rotate, ball joints in the arms, and traditional leg articulation. Here's McFarlane's copy of Forever Evil #1. This was during the New 52. DC, Forever Evil #1, New 52. A ton of DC villains on here. I can see a ton of Batman rogues. Catwoman, Riddler, Two-Face, Deadshot, Scarecrow, White Rabbit, Harley Quinn, and plenty more. And here's my original copy of Forever Evil #1. I noticed two differences. Of course, just like the others, this one has a barcode, whereas McFarlane's does not. But I noticed the DC logo on this one is a little bit different than on McFarlane's copy. Just kind of interesting. This one has the New 52 logo, and this one has, I don't know, I guess the newer logo. Here's a look at McFarlane's DC Multiverse 7-inch scale Lex Luthor in power suit, with a 3-inch scale in front, and Forever Evil #1 behind them. Now that McFarlane has the DC license, they're actually cranking out 4 different scales of figures. We have the 7-inch McFarlane DC Multiverse figures, the 6-inch Batman Classic TV series figures, the 4-inch Kenner Superpowers Homage figures, and then the 3-inch Page Punchers. 7" is my preferred scale. So that was a look at the third wave of McFarlane's 3" page punchers with DC Comics. The next wave coming is going to be a little bit different. Series 4 has a total of 2 different 2-packs. We have Batman and the Mutant Leader with a copy of Dark Knight Returns comic, and then The Batman Who Laughs and Red Death with a copy of Dark Knight's Metal. Now, I don't know if they're maybe just trying to give us a better value. Maybe things aren't selling as good as they thought. I just noticed we're getting 2 figures, 1 comic now, and of course, it'd be nice to get 2 comics, 1 with each figure. But just the way it is, it does make the overall price cheaper on these guys, which is probably a good thing, as, let's not kid ourselves, the figures kind of suck, they're kind of junk. To me, the appeal is more so the comic. But I'm definitely looking forward to the next set. Batman the Dark Knight Returns and Dark Knight's Metal. Nice comics to have. This set here was pretty cool. I was much more interested in the Batman characters, but I actually have all the original issues of my Batman-related comic collection. Of course, the Batman and Batman Beyond comics are obvious why I have them. Flashpoint definitely features the Thomas Wayne Batman, and then Forever Evil had a ton of Bat Rogues on the front. Comics with action figures, right up my alley. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say with the video, add it to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure and comic videos from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.